Question 351. What does BNA stand for? A. British National Alliance. B. British North America Act. C. Black Nation Alliance. D. Bank of National Association. The answer is B. British North America Act. Question 352. How many levels of government are there in Canada? A. 10. B. 5. C. 13. D. 3. The answer is D. 3. Question 353. How are laws passed? A. Signed by the Governor-General. B. Read by the House of Commons 3 times. C. Read by the Senate 3 times. D. All of the above. The answer is D. All of the above. Question 354. What does official language rights and minority language educational rights mean? A. English is more important than French in Canada. B. French is more important in Quebec and English is more important in other provinces. C. All languages have equal status in Canada's government. D. French and English have equal status in Parliament and throughout the government. The answer is D. French and English have equal status in Parliament and throughout the government.
Question 355. From whom is Canada's tallest mountain named? A. William Logan. B. Louis Riel. C. Terry Fox. D. Wayne Gretzky. The answer is A. William Logan.
Question 356. Who signs the bills to make them law? A. The police chief. B. Governor-General. C. Premier. D. Prime Minister. The answer is B. Governor-General. Question 357. What is a noble way to contribute to Canada and an excellent career choice? A. Serve in the regular Canadian forces. B. Serve on a jury. C. Belong to a union. D. Learn both official languages. The answer is A. Serve in the regular Canadian forces. Question 358. Which province is Canada's leading wheat producer? A. Manitoba. B. New Brunswick. C. Alberta. D. Saskatchewan. The answer is D. Saskatchewan. Question 359. What does a member of Parliament do? A. He or she links Canadians to the federal government. B. He or she represents the Queen. C. He or she works for the Governor-General. D. He or she liaises with the municipal government. The answer is A. He or she links Canadians to the federal government. Question 360. How many electoral districts are there in Canada? A. 178. B. 20. C. 338. D. 99. The answer is C. 338.
Question 361. Who was Sir Louis Hippolyte Lafontaine? A. A champion of democracy and Aboriginal rights. B. A champion of democracy and French language rights and the first leader of a responsible government in the Canadas. C. The first head of state. D. The first French-speaking prime minister. The answer is B. A champion of democracy and French language rights and the first leader of a responsible government in the Canadas. Question 362. What document made Confederation legal? A. The Immigration Act. B. The British North America Act. C. The Citizenship Act. D. The Charter of Rights and Freedoms. The answer is B. The British North America Act. Question 363. Which port is the largest and busiest in Canada? A. The Port of Halifax. B. The Port of Montreal. C. The Port of Vancouver. D. The Port of Victoria. The answer is C. The Port of Vancouver. Question 364. What did the Canadian Pacific Railway symbolize? A. Easy access to the West Coast. B. What can be achieved by working together? C. Unity. D. Ribbons of steel. The answer is C. Unity. Question 365. What part of the Constitution legally protects basic rights and freedom of Canadians? A. The Canada Charter of Responsibilities. B. The Canada Charter of Rights and Freedoms. C. The Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. D. The Canadian Charter of Rights and Free Will. The answer is C. The Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Question 366. Who started the Marathon of Hope? A. Rick Hansen. B. James Naismith. C. Sir Sam Steele. D. Terry Fox. The answer is D. Terry Fox. Question 367. What are some of the rights and privileges of a Canadian citizen? A. The right to be a candidate. B. The right to vote in federal, provincial and territorial election. C. The right to enter, remain in, or leave Canada. D. All of the above. The answer is D. All of the above. Question 368. How many votes can a voter have in a federal election? A. It does not matter. B. 3. C. 1. D. 2. The answer is C. 1. Question 369. How much of Canadian exports are destined for the USA? A. Over 1/3. B. Over 3/4. C. 2/3. D. Half. The answer is B. Over 3/4. Question 370. Where do you go to vote? A. Polling station. B. City Hall. C. Police station. D. Fire station. The answer is A. Polling station. Question 371. As what have poets and songwriters hailed Canada? A. Peace, order and good government. B. The great outdoors. C. The great dominion. D. The land of the brave. The answer is C. The great dominion. Question 372. Where did the early European settlers live? A. Western Canada. B. Northwest Canada. C. Northern Canada. D. Eastern and Central Canada. The answer is D. Eastern and Central Canada. Question 373. Canadians work hard to respect A. Marxism. B. Pluralism. C. Capitalism. D. Individualism. The answer is B. Pluralism. Question 374. Which of the following was a key phrase in the British North America Act, Canada's original constitutional document in 1867? A. Geopolitical entity. B. Trade and communications. C. Peace, order, and good government. D. Discipline, education, and good public. The answer is C. Peace, order, and good government. Question 375. Today, diversity enriches the lives of Canadians. Where is diversity reflected the most? A. Countryside areas. B. Cities. C. Towns. D. Mountains. The answer is B. Cities. Question 376. What does the MLA stand for? A. Member of Legal Aid. B. Member of the Legislative Assembly. C. Member of Land Association. D. Member of Land Aid. The answer is B. Member of the Legislative Assembly.
Question 377. Who do provincial members of the Legislative or National Assemblies represent?
A. Federal and provincial governments. B. Everyone who lives in the federal electoral district. C. Everyone who lives in the provincial or territorial electoral district. D. Everyone who lives in the municipal electoral district. The answer is C. Everyone who lives in the provincial or territorial electoral district. Question 378. What is a ballot? A. A form that tells you when and where to vote. B. A dance. C. A form for voting. D. A form to count the number of votes. The answer is C. A form for voting. Question 379. Who elects the members to the House of Commons in Ottawa and to the provincial and territorial legislatures? A. The government employees. B. The government. C. Prime Minister. D. The people. The answer is D. The people. Question 380. In what industry do most Canadians work? A. Tourism. B. Natural resources mining. C. Service. D. Manufacturing and technology. The answer is C. Service. Question 381. What is the final step before a bill becomes law? A. Approved by the Queen. B. Approved by the Prime Minister. C. Approved by the Governor General. D. Approved by a judge. The answer is C. Approved by the Governor General. Question 382. When you vote on election day, what do you do? A. Go to the voting station, tell them who you are and mark your X. Give the ballot back to the attendant. B. Go to the voting station, remove one ballot and after marking your X and deposit it in the ballot box. C. Go to the voting station, take your voter's card with proof of identity, highlight your choice on the ballot and deposit it in the box. D. Go to the voting station, take your voter information card and ID, mark an X next to your chosen candidate, fold the ballot and present it to the poll officials who will tear off the ballot number and give you the ballot to deposit in the box. The answer is D. Go to the voting station, take your voter information card and ID, mark an X next to your chosen candidate, fold the ballot and present it to the poll officials who will tear off the ballot number and give you the ballot to deposit in the box. Question 383. Which of the following criterion gives a Canadian the right to vote? A. Owning a house. B. Being on an official voters list. C. Having a driver's license. D. Being an immigrant. The answer is B. Being on an official voters list. Question 384. What is a fundamental characteristic of the Canadian heritage and identity? A. Maple syrup. B. Multiculturalism. C. Habeas corpus. D. Hockey. The answer is B. Multiculturalism. Question 385. Which legal documents protect the rights of Canadians with regards to the official languages? A. British Charter of Rights and Freedoms. B. Canadian Constitution and Official Languages Act. C. Canadian Languages Act. D. Official English Act. The answer is B. Canadian Constitution and Official Languages Act. Question 386. What are the Atlantic provinces? A. Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island and Quebec. B. New Brunswick, Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island. C. Alberta, Saskatchewan and Manitoba. D. Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Quebec and Ontario. The answer is B. New Brunswick, Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island. Question 387. What is written on an election ballot? A. The names of the candidates in your election district. B. Who you should vote for. C. The date and time you are allowed to vote. D. Where you should vote. The answer is A. The names of the candidates in your election district. Question 388. What is the most popular spectator sport of Canada? A. Soccer. B. Canadian football. C. Hockey. D. Basketball. The answer is C. Hockey. Question 389. Which of the following represents protecting and enjoying the heritage and environment in Canada? A. Government responsibilities. B. Citizenship responsibilities and the laws of Canada. C. Laws of Canada. D. Citizenship responsibilities. The answer is D. Citizenship responsibilities. Question 390. Who are the Québécois? A. All the French-speaking people in Canada are called Québécois. B. They form a nation within a united Canada. C. They are descendants of British settlers who live in Quebec. D. They are the Canadians who only speak French. The answer is B. They form a nation within a united Canada. Question 391. Approximately how many Canadians served in the First World War? A. About 170,000. B. About 10,000. C. More than 60,000. D. More than 600,000. The answer is D. More than 600,000. Question 392. When must federal elections be held? A. Whenever the Prime Minister calls the election. B. About every 4 years. C. When the MPs want a new Prime Minister. D. On the third Monday in October every 4 years following the most recent general election. The answer is D. On the third Monday in October every 4 years following the most recent general election. Question 393. Which phrase embodied the version for the Dominion of Canada? A. The land of the strong and free. B. Dominion from sea to sea and from the river to the end of the earth. C. Dominion from ocean to ocean. D. O Canada, my home and native land. The answer is B. Dominion from sea to sea and from the river to the end of the earth. Question 394. How are your rights and freedoms protected? A. By the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. B. By the Queen. C. By citizenship. D. None of the above. The answer is A. By the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Question 395. After a federal election, which party forms the new government? A. The party with the most elected representatives becomes the party in power. B. The Queen picks a party to run the government. C. The premiers of each province pick a party to run the government. D. The Governor-General proposes a law for elected officials to become the government body. The answer is A. The party with the most elected representatives becomes the party in power. Question 396. Who do Canadians vote for in a federal election? A. A candidate whom they want to represent them in Parliament. B. All candidates in their electoral district. C. The best speaker running the election campaign. D. Someone to become the premier of the province. The answer is A. A candidate whom they want to represent them in Parliament.
Question 397. What year was Confederation? A. 1867, B. 1687, C. 1876, D. 1786. The answer is A. 1867.
Question 398. Which of the following is the responsibility of the federal government? A. Highways. B. Currency. C. Health. D. Education. The answer is B. Currency. Question 399. What is an electoral district? A. A geographical area where the politicians reside. B. An area where politicians work. C. A geographical area represented by a member of the House of Commons. D. The area where voting takes place in your locality. The answer is C. A geographical area represented by a member of the House of Commons. Question 400. What is the capital city of Canada? A. Ottawa. B. Victoria. C. Toronto. D. Ontario. The answer is A. Ottawa. Question 401. Prairies Province includes A. Manitoba, Alberta, Saskatchewan. B. Ontario, Quebec, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick. C. New Brunswick, Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island. D. Ontario, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick and Alberta. The answer is A. Manitoba, Alberta, Saskatchewan.
Question 402. Which province is the most easterly point in Canada? A. Prince Edward Island. B. New Brunswick. C. Nova Scotia. D. Newfoundland and Labrador. The answer is D. Newfoundland and Labrador.
Question 403. What are the central provinces? A. British Columbia, Ontario. B. Alberta, Ontario. C. Quebec, Ontario. D. British Columbia, Alberta. The answer is C. Quebec, Ontario. Question 404. Which one of the following is the most populated province in Canada? A. Quebec. B. British Columbia. C. Ontario. D. Alberta. The answer is C. Ontario. Question 405. Why did thousands of miners come to the Yukon in the 1890s? A. To build the Yukon Railway. B. For the gold rush. C. Because of the discovery of oil. D. To build the Pacific Railway. The answer is B. For the gold rush. Question 406. Julia is a descendant of French colonists in the Maritime Province. What is she called? A. Métis. B. Acadian. C. Inuit. D. Indian. The answer is B. Acadian. Question 407. Which of the following symbolizes close ties between Canada and the U.S.? A. The Peace Arch in Blaine, Washington. B. Statue of Liberty in New York. C. International Peace Garden crossing between Canada and the United States. D. White Pass in Yukon. The answer is A. The Peace Arch in Blaine, Washington.
Question 408. When did Canada's modern energy industry begin? A. The economic booming of the 1890s and early 1900s. B. After the War of 1812. C. Since the discovery of oil in Alberta in 1947. D. After the Second World War.
The answer is C. Since the discovery of oil in Alberta in 1947. Question 409. Who was the first female member of Parliament? A. Agnes MacPhail. B. Marianne Shedd-Carey. C. Laura Secord. D. Alice Munro. The answer is A. Agnes MacPhail. Question 410. The Peace Tower was built in memory of A. The First World War. B. The Second World War. C. The Korean War. D. The Battle of the Plains of Abraham. The answer is A. The First World War. Question 411. In 1939, Canada joined with its democratic allies to fight A. The USA, B. Japan, C. Nazi, D. Korea. The answer is C. Nazi. Question 412. How many Canadians have died in wars till now? A. 60,000, B. 110,000, C. More than 1 million, D. 40,000. The answer is B. 110,000.
Question 413. Name a Canadian heroine who warned James Fitzgibbon of a planned American attack during the War of 1812. A. Agnes MacPhail, B. Marianne Shadd Carey, C. Laura Secord, D. Alice Munro. The answer is C. Laura Secord.
Question 414. Where is Canada's largest naval base located? A. Vancouver, B. Quebec City, C. Halifax, D. Toronto. The answer is C. Halifax. Question 415. Who is the greatest Canadian hockey player? A. Wayne Gretzky, B. Mark Tewksbury, C. Donovan Bailey, D. Terry Fox. The answer is A. Wayne Gretzky.